Blog Talk Radio.
In the name of Amen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, and Amen we trust. As the Republican Mentellect, the real 144,000 is being gathered in this day and time, the Mentalists, the Amen race, the bright race. Good evening, I'm your host, the intellectual Nuben Menkares. This is Mentellect Radio, and tonight we're going to be discussing what do we really base our reality on in the third dimension. What do we look at as reality in the third dimension? Answer: we base reality on things that Caucasian people say. That's what reality is based on for us. That's what reality is based on as in the world. The people who have come into contact with the philosophies, ideologies, and theologies of Caucasian people, Caucasian males in particular. Your idea of what is reality is based on what they believe, what they tell you to believe. You don't know anything beyond that. I can prove it to you. If you ask people their thoughts on anything, any subject that is not already dictated to them through a newspaper, through a television program or news show or whatever the case may be, they couldn't tell you they wouldn't have the foggiest idea of what they're talking about. They don't have no opinions, no thoughts. The thoughts they have is based on the information that is given to them to produce said thought. People think in the limitations of what mankind has set forward for them. When I said that I like to type in all caps, because I'm just showing you something small just like this. When I type in all caps, right, because I like to type in capital letters. I don't like typing in lowercase letters. That's just not who I am. I type in all capital text. You'll get people who will say stupid stuff like, "Oh, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?" I say, "Why am I yelling? I'm not yelling, I'm typing." "But you typing in all caps." "Okay, so what does that mean?" "That means you yelling." "Who says?" "Oh, that's right, the white man says." He says that I'm yelling. I couldn't just like to type in all caps, right? I couldn't do that because that'd be too much like thinking on my own. I just like typing in caps because I said I'm not a lowercase person. And, I feel like I'm bigger than life without trying to be. And, I type in all caps because I want my words to be heard, seen, and taken seriously. That's why I type in all caps. You must be a narcissist, according to who? Oh, those same white people who said that if you are proud of yourself, if you are proud of what you accomplish, or you think highly of yourself, there seems to be a problem with that. You see, if you don't think as they think, if you don't believe as they believe, it's a problem with that. I got a little dose of that foolishness when I got to go back to the Caucasian male, the cave boy that I had on here on Mesoamerican radio. Now here it is. He stood strong on his made up fake philosophies and beliefs about race and the Jews and everybody else. He stood firm on that, and he wasn't trying to be deterred. Now I introduced logical and rational thinking, my logical, rational way of thinking, and that was too much for him. He was offended that I had the nerve to think while a white man is talking. In other words, that's really what he was pissed off about. How dare you think while I'm talking? How dare you try to use your logic and rational thinking on me and it's all lies. You're supposed to believe what I say, boy, because you're an ignorant African savage. That's what he was talking about. That's the vibration he was on. He was on that white superiority vibration until I sent his ass home, sent him home, and I turned the white supremacy into white degeneracy because he was a real embarrassment for his race. He was an embarrassment for all white males everywhere, and the logic and the area of logic and thinking. That's the best they got, and they can get even better, but they're gonna lose because see, their whole idea of what they think how you're supposed to be, what they tell you. In other words, they don't want to hear what you got to say. They want to figure out how they can control you to get to where you say what they want you to say. That's what the educational system is about. What do we really base
our reality on the third dimension? What do we really base reality on? Or I said, what do we really base reality on in the third dimension? Whatever white people say, whatever they make up, whatever they lie about, that's reality to y'all. That's reality to the world, especially you so-called black people. Whatever white people say, y'all don't scrutinize it, you don't question it, they just say it, y'all just go with it. What do you call that? But the ultimate mind control, the ultimate acceptance of propaganda. What else you call that? You can't think for yourselves. Somebody asks you a question, the first thing you do is you looking to see what's a white person agreeing with it, or what they got to say about it. Get your black dumb sad out of here. Take your brain. Your brains are being used for nothing. What is reality? Reality is that which is right in front of our face, that which is real, which many refuse to see. See, reality is always in front of your face, but if you can't see reality, then reality will always remain in darkness to you. Where is reality coming from? From the fourth dimension and beyond. Reality, the true reality, is always coming from beyond, but it is being partially streamed into this atmosphere because you have a lot of devils, a lot of cave beasts out here who want to keep the full-on onslaught of reality from coming forward, right? So that they can continue to hide themselves in wickedness. What is fantasy? Fantasy is lies, delusions. And that's really what a lot of this philosophy of the beast is based on, lies and delusions and fantasies and illusions of grandeur, where they just basically making up this. That's why I don't even debate with these Caucasians. I don't debate with none of you other races of people, especially you simple ass Floridians who are under the philosophy, under the spell, under the curse, under the program of the beast. I don't talk to you again about nothing. It's useless. Your mind is already made up to accept ish from these cave beasts. Will reality replace fantasy? Yeah, it will. It will. Watch and see and witness and accept what's coming. That's it. Subscribe. Go join Mentellect Patreon.
It's the Republic of Mentellect, rising out the black race to the white race, out the black race to the white race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the white race. If it's hell, and then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and blue. Superman, Superwoman, that's me and you. The